Hey everybody, getting to be that time of year. Days are getting shorter, leaves are changing, and thinking about ice fishing. So today we're going to do a little video about how to fully waterproof, or at least as fully waterproofing as you're going to get on your ice shanty. Be using basically a seam sealer that's used for tents, canvas. This is for doing the seams only, and Starbright waterproofing used for canvas, boat covers. Works pretty good. Anyhow, first thing we got to do is set up our XD250. Got the 450 set up, already did this guy, and I'll show you what the final product looks like. It's not always perfect, so be a little careful with this stuff. Anyhow, let's set this guy up, get into it. Just gonna point out a couple things with the seam sealer before we put it on, so you know kind of what you're trying to not do and do. So let's come over here. 450 XD was done 2 days ago. You can see that there is drip marks here, and you can see that the product was applied with the seam sealer. It's not as apparent in all places, but if you drip it, you're gonna notice it. For the most part, it becomes clear and unnoticeable. So the first thing we want to do is remove the windows. We don't want to be spraying those with waterproofer and making it so they're not clear anymore. Nice thing about these Eskimo shanties are windows Velcro in. Come in, come out. They get discolored, ripped, start yellowing. You can buy new ones. Gonna make sure all the doors are closed and the windows are closed. When you apply the seam sealer, you want this thing in the ready to use position. It's going to dry and become flexible, but if it's not in the right place when it dries, it's not going to be doing the right thing. Also, the Starbright instructions do say that you're supposed to leave it set up for at least 6 hours while it cures to be fully effective. Basically the same concept. So windows, doors closed, tent set up the way that it's going to be. No, it's not staked in, but it's about right. Good enough. We want to fill in these cracks and the seams where the stitches are, where it's less waterproof, in the event that it rains out while we're out fishing, camping, whatever it is we're doing. What we don't want is this dripping down the front and making our shanty look silly. Just start up here at the center. We've got this bottle only partially opened. We want to paint these seams so the stitches have a light coating. It's going to stop the water intrusion. Just going to go like so. Keep it as neat as we can. It will dry and become less visible, but it's not 100%. I'm gonna get around that hardware there, work it on down. Like I said, I do not have this cap fully open because I don't want it running everywhere like it did on the other tent. Working it down into the little flap there on the seam. See what the puddling is I'm talking about. If you get too crazy with that, it's gonna drip. The top of this jar has like a, the good old up down close. I have it almost all the way closed, just enough. A little bit can still come out. Anyways, I think get this done without you guys watching, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so we got this side done. You can see the product painted on. Yes, it's visible, and it will remain visible permanently. The most attention was paid to these corners, front edge. It's the water, and of course it's going to run down the roof, and it's going to pool right here in order for it to go due to the stakes inside. Alright, so we're losing the sun a little bit, but got all the seams done. This next step, I'm going to put on a dust mask. Respirator would be better. Gloves would also be good, but who knows where those are. So, a little bit of discoloration is normal when you first apply the waterproof spray. It should lighten up and disappear as it dries. We're not going for a really heavy coat. We don't want the stuff dripping. Just a light coat that's going to evenly cover mostly the top and some of the sides. Sides a little less important, still important. The top is going to see the most water. Alright, so let's see what I mean by the discoloration. Clearly discolored. Oh no, I wrecked my shanty. Didn't wreck your shanty. Let it dry. This one looked like that. I do highly suggest though, if you have a shanty that's been used, put away wet a lot of times, there's a little bit of mildew, wash it, let it fully dry first. I hope this video helps somebody. Get a lot of questions about it. Hey, what do I use? You know, hey, is my shanty waterproof? Well, it's water resistant, and it's still only going to be water resistant, but you've got your best chance if you seal the seams and spray it with some waterproofer.